Hey everybody, Sidewinder here with Static Impulse Gaming, and it's Friday, so that means World of Warships. Today we're going to be playing on the map Ocean, and this is a ranked battle, and I am playing my Tier 7 American battleship, the Colorado. And I do have the Repair and Damage Control 2 on this. I also have the Artillery Spotting Room Mod 1, which adds plus 16 to the main gun's firing range and plus 5 to the secondary's max firing range, which brings them out to 6.6 kilometers. It also has a negative 5 to the secondary's dispersion. I have the spotter plane, which gives me plus 20% to range, and my range without the spotter plane is all the way out to 19.4 kilometers. My commander has basic firing training, which is minus 10% to reload on the secondaries. Expert marksman, which is plus 0.7 degrees to the turret traverse speed. Superintendent, which gives me an extra repair, and advanced firing training, which gives me plus 20 to my secondary range. That's why I can get all the way out to 6.6 kilometers on that. At the beginning of the match, we decided to go ahead and get B and C. So I'm heading kind of at an angle between the two, more towards C, so I can stay out of the center of the map, because if they split their forces, I don't want to get caught in a sandwich between both sides. I'm rotating my guns based off of the angle I think I'm going to be firing at, and now I'm just kind of looking around, trying to wait for the enemy to pop up. And this team's actually working pretty well together. As you can see, both battleships and all three cruisers are pretty close together. The two destroyers moved out quickly at the very beginning and got both A and C. You can see B is being taken, so we know there's a destroyer there, and he pops smoke, so that confirms that is definitely their destroyer. And right now I'm trying to turn in towards B, because we definitely have C, and we know one of the destroyers is at B and one is at A, since A has not been taken yet. I'm also trying to be careful not to hit the cruiser to my right there, the Miyoko. Yeah, it looks like their team is going towards A, which because the Colorado just popped up, which will allow me to go ahead and cut my angle towards B, because I am not going to be afraid of being sandwiched in now. Went ahead and launched my scout plane, or spotter plane, to get range on the Colorado, and I'm just going to open up with a couple of quick salvos, see if I can't get a little damage on him. I got 4,000 on that first one, and he's turning away, but I got another 1,200 there and another 4,000 on that one. Now the Farragut looks like it's going pretty slow right now, so I'm trying to predict movement. I'm over 11 kilometers away, which is not ideal range for me to hit a destroyer, but I got a hit there. And now we can see pretty much their entire team, and all of them are going towards A, with the exception of one cruiser that's kind of going in between, or heading in between A and B. I saw the Cleveland there was a little bit broadside, so I tried taking a shot at him, and it looked like I got a pin. Right now I'm trying to focus on the battleships unless I get a broadside on the cruisers like that, in which case I will take that every time. Just because even though the battleships can do more damage, if you can take a cruiser out, you take guns out of the battle. Had to slow down a little bit to miss that Cleveland. That's okay, he was getting kind of focused, so I think he was just trying to bug out the best he could. And I was more than willing to get in front of him and try and absorb some of the damage for him. And I misjudged that Miyoko. They're a lot faster than you expect them to be. So I was leading him by quite a bit, and I still was undershooting. Saw the Farragut turning in, so I took a couple of shots at him, but I figured my shells would have done more good had I hit the New Mexico. Unfortunately, he had slowed down, so I didn't get that hit. This Cleveland is perfectly broadside to me, and so I really wanted that hit. And I got the Citadel. And I'm trying to turn around because I'm too far forward now, and I paid for it. That Colorado timed it perfectly, and he hit me pretty hard on that one. I decided to go ahead and take a couple of shots back at him. I think I led him just a little too far there. So I'm continuing to try and get turned around, and I'm swapping my guns over to the other side of my ship. Got another couple of good hits on the Colorado. That last one took out one of his guns, so I was pretty happy with that. Now, unfortunately, I'm in a pretty bad situation with the New Mexico being in the position he's in and continuing to head north, and the Colorado being in the position where he is. There's really not a good angle I can be at to keep my armor angled at both ships. So I'm kind of in a tight spot right now. Just trying to angle my armor a little more towards the New Mexico. Did not get that done in time, and he made me pay for it. And I saw this Cleveland starting to make his turn, and that's just puts him broadside with me. Unfortunately, most of them splashed right around him. Otherwise, that would have been a kill right there. Check back with the Colorado, and he is broadside to me because of the torpedoes that our destroyer launched at him. So go ahead and take that Citadel, and now he's down to 4,600 health. He doesn't seem to be firing at me right now, so I'm keeping my armor angled at the New Mexico. And was getting ready for a follow-up shot. He got taken out. Unfortunately, he did get a couple of shots off at me. I was trying to take out the Cleveland because he only has 64 health left. But he's doing a good job at dodging me. Unfortunately, he could not dodge those rounds. And now the Cleveland's down. We are down to a destroyer that, as you can see on the map, was over towards the west and a little north of A. So he could be a threat. The Miyoko that is way out of position, he's way up north, so he's not really going to be doing much for the rest of the battle. And this New Mexico. I was already headed in at him, and in order to turn away I would have had to give him a broadside, which I don't know that I could have taken another broadside from him. So I am continuing to head straight at him with my armor angled, select him with secondaries, and hopefully I can take him out. If not, I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can. We have 2 cruisers and 2 battleships left. So once this New Mexico is gone, the game's going to pretty much be over, because their cruiser and destroyer are way out of position right now. There's no way they can really make it back to do significant damage to our score right now. I like the new secondaries counter. Looks like my secondaries are actually doing pretty good right now. Unfortunately, he took me out. But he only had 13,000 health left. So with the rest of my team focusing on him, it shouldn't be long before he is out of this round. As you can see, he's down to 2,800 health right now, and he's just getting focused by everyone. And that torpedo from the Miyoko took him out with 947 points now. Our team, there's really not a way they can lose. The destroyer is close enough to do something based off his speed, but that Miyoko is not going to make it back in time. Their Hatsuharu popped up, and he's broadside and turning away, so you know he just launched torpedoes. But you also see that our entire team has focused him down, and he went from about half health all the way down to 600 points. And the game ended before his torpedoes hit. All in all, not too bad of a round. I did get 12th in ranked battles. I haven't played in a while, so I finally moved up. I did get 101,499 damage, 38 hits, 1 incapacitation, 2 citadels, 1 fire, and high caliber. I did not get any kills in that round, but I did get 1,542 base XP, so it ended up being a pretty good round either way. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.